Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all your sunshiny faces, guys. So the dogs made a huge mess all over this floor. You guys see that? They came running inside because it was super muddy out. I don't know how. We were sitting in the living room actually watching a movie, and it must have like stinking downpoured outside because the dogs come in and they've just got mud all over their feet. They dragged it all over like the entire hallway, and then I was like, it was raining? Like, I didn't even notice. Obviously, like, there wasn't any thunder or lightning or anything like that. I looked outside and it was just soaked out there. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. Like, I didn't even know it was raining at all. And on top of that, too, all day today, beautiful out. Super hot, super humid. But it was really actually quite nice out. But like I was saying, it just, I had no clue. I knew that it was supposed to rain, I think, tomorrow, but I had no clue it was supposed to rain today at, like, you know, it was probably 8-9 o'clock or something like that, because it was not raining while it was still sunny out, because I would have seen it outside. And the weird thing too is, like, I didn't hear it either. So anyways, though, guys, but again, it being super humid outside, it's not the best idea, but me and my dad actually ended up working out in the garage today. Actually got a ton of stuff cleaned up, a whole area sort of cleaned up and picked up and stuff like that in the garage actually, and did a bunch of work, because honestly the garage needs a huge sort of makeover, a huge reorganization. A lot of stuff just needs to be taken care of and picked up and stuff like that. My dad actually ended up with a bunch of his scrap wood, because we have like a whole box just full of scrap wood and stuff like that. So my dad actually, using that, ended up using like a little drill bit, like a circular drill bit, whatever, and actually ended up making little holes into a couple of these pieces of wood, and actually made them for our tiki torches sort of thing, those like citronella candle torches things, that we could actually put in, because some of them still have like the stuff in it, like the citronella, and so we can't, like, we need to make sure that they're standing up and not tipped over, you know, anything like that. And so my dad ended up making those as well, and two, just because, like, you know, so they don't fall over and break or anything like that. So my dad again used a little piece of like a strip of wood, cut the little holes into it, was able to put them through there, and then actually was mounted it to the wall, so we can just take them out when we need to, but they stay in the garage. So that was one thing that he ended up doing. Plus two, we have a bunch of pegboard out in the garage, so all of our new like string trimmer, the attachments for it, because we got the like a new Milwaukee one that also has an attachment for it. It has an edger, a chainsaw, a hedge trimmer, and a the string trimmer, and something else too, I think. I thought there was, maybe there was only 4 things. I thought there was 5. Maybe I'm thinking of the base. That's what it also came with. So there's, like I said, a bunch of different little attachments for it. So my dad actually spent the day like kind of reorganizing some of that stuff up there in the garage to get it, like I said, sort of organized with the pegboard. So that's what we ended up working on out in the garage today. We also, too, the one side of the garage where we had the sawhorses, we ended up moving to the other side. So my dad kind of wants to do like a half and half sort of thing in the garage. So in the front of the garage where the door is, because we don't put our cars in there, we have, I don't think, ever put our cars in there for as long as we have lived here. And on top of that, too, our garage door actually is broken. It's been broken for a really long time. It doesn't go up. Eventually we would like to get one that actually works, not for the purpose of putting our car in, but for the purpose of again, with our projector deal going on. But my dad too, he doesn't have a man cave or anything like that, so we have an extra couch that's been out in the garage. It also is like the hide-a-bed. It was upstairs, but they ended up switching out to that one for the one that's upstairs. So again, kind of like having a little man cave sitting area, and like my dad can do like his weightlifting and stuff like that, because again, the layout where the stuff is sort of in the garage doesn't work out really well. So the back is going to be sort of the storage and the work area, and then too, like doing it with, you know, again, all of the, you know, sort of my dad has like sort of like a workbench sort of thing, kind of. Right now it's more of a storage bench, again, because it needs some work done. But we ended up, like I said, going through a lot of that stuff today and sort of started to rearrange, clean up, move around some of the stuff that's in the garage, again, get some of the big stuff put away, hung up and stuff like that. But one of the things we do need to get is we do have some like metal shelf organizer sort of things, like those big, like, you know, not steel, I don't think they're made out of, but like those big, you know, like shelving unit sort of things, the metal ones. And the one that we have is pretty good. It looks like it's actually okay. The other one is completely rusted. One of the shelves are completely all the way rusted through, and the shelf is caved in. So, so it's really like we've lost an entire shelf. The other one's on, it's okay, but again, like it's the second one to the bottom, so it's kind of like right in the middle. If it was like the top one, we might just be able to, like, you know, cut it off or something like that and just been like, okay, we don't have to use this. But since it is, we want to get new ones and replace it, so we have more room to kind of store some stuff too. So again, that would be sort of, I guess, the goal. But we spent a lot of time, a couple hours out there today working on that. So we got that done. The other thing too is that we ended up, our greenhouse, which was actually, my dad has a list of a bunch of projects and things like that that have to be done. One is that these that have been for a couple of weeks now needed to be painted so that I can put the covers on the face plates on the switches in here and in the hallway as well, because the ones that we bought were smaller. So like part of this was still visible. The old paint, we totally forgot to take them off before we painted everything in here. So we had that problem with this one, and then two, that one that was over there, that light switch for the upstairs, we had forgot about doing that one, but we already had it finished, or we did that one already. And then again, when we were doing this section, forgot to take that one off, and the one in the hallway. So both of those two need to be painted. So that was another, like, you know, just like sort of little touch-up things and stuff like that. We have to build the rolling pantry. So my dad has a whole list of all the stuff that has to get done. I think, I don't know if you know, sort of organizing, reorganizing the garage and all this kind of stuff was on the list or not, but one of the things that, again, we worked on today was that. The other thing too was that we ended up, the greenhouse, we got some new clamps, because I told you guys our greenhouse, I don't really know what the problem was, but maybe it was just from the plastic being exposed to elements over winter, but the actual original plastic that we had for it ended up actually like sort of shedding. I don't really know how else to describe it, but all the actual plastic pieces came off pretty much, but the actual like meshing part, so like it's sort of like a mesh and then like the plastic mesh over it. So the mesh part is still totally fine, but the plastic isn't. So we put like another layer of plastic over the greenhouse, and we had some clamps that we ended up getting more because it has been, there's a couple spots that needed some more just because it blew away in one of the storms. Not blew away, it kind of just blew up and kind of, not flew off. So most of it was still kind of clamped down, but there were some parts where it was like pulled up on one side or something like that. So we had some more that we ended up getting clamped down. Again, we'll probably get a couple more as well. But that was one of the things that, again, we had on the list to get done, and we bought the clamps at Menards a while ago and finally just got them put together. So that was one thing. The other thing too that I did today when my dad was actually starting out in the garage was I hung this bad boy up. I told you guys I hate, because I have to stand like in the sink in order to mount the, I did the blinds, and now I did this little, forgot what it's called. It's not a curtain, it's a little thingy up there. But I had to mount the curtain rod. So I got that part done for today, and I got, yeah, you guys see the lights up there too. I love having that light. But I ended up doing that. So we have that sort of in here, which actually matches really well with the blue, I think. My mom wasn't a huge fan. I think it's a little much blue, but just because, like, you know, we have the cabinets up there and then the blue too, but I think it actually kind of does help balance out the white in the kitchen a little bit. And I don't know, it just makes it feel super, super homey in here with like these little, like I said, it's not curtains. I cannot come up with the word right now as to what it is. I am a little tired. I got up actually kind of early today. I got up at about like 8:30 or 9 o'clock or something like that, which was, I guess, a pretty good time, because normally like the day before when I've like been at the grocery store, so like yesterday I got up like 7 something, I think. We went to the grocery stores. Normally on those days, like the next day, then I wind up like sleeping because I'm normally really tired. But I still got up kind of early today and was able to, again, get a couple things done, but no like big project like, oh look, we got all this stuff in, or we did this. It was mainly kind of spent out in the garage, and then also too, again, just a couple little things here and there that also got done. And I finished writing my paper too, so I finished that. I don't have to worry about that either. But yeah, guys, I also forgot to do my planner, start my planner for this week, which I might do, because I did take a shower earlier, because again, so humid outside, staying in the garage. It was like probably 10 degrees hotter in the garage than it was actually outside. So again, getting all the work and stuff like that done out there, I was like, once I was done, I was like, I'm gonna come inside and take a shower while my dad was actually grilling dinner, because I was like I said, I'm just a mess. So I took a shower already. It's a little late, but again, I might try and actually start my planner right now, and just real quick, like I said, set it up for the week so that I can you know, get a good handle on stuff starting, you know, tomorrow, because I always have it set up starting Monday normally, and if not, then sometimes I fall behind on some of the things that I'm like, oh, I have to remember, I have to get this done or that done, which tomorrow, I think, because I don't have any other like big projects like cleaning the kitchen or the living room or the bathroom, or, you know, anything else that's like really big that I have to do. I think I'm going to focus on getting my freezer dinners done, which isn't a whole ton. Actually, I think the chicken breast stuff is all just gonna be throwing in a bag, and the ground beef I'm gonna brown first, and then I think I'm gonna do 5 maybe pounds and 5 different recipes, I think, of the ground beef. And I have to check too, because I wrote down somewhere what my meal plan was for this week as far as like the freezer dinners that I'm making, and I forgot what one of the recipes from the ground beef was. Oh no, I think I do know. So everything this week is, I think, pretty easy to make and shouldn't be too long, but I will maybe share with you guys that in tomorrow's vlog. So anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.